lesson, not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? Mascot. We back out with another video. Today's video, we got the 63 badge shooting guard build in NBA 2K20. Now, like you guys see in the title, man, this is going to be the most badges you can get on any shooting guard build in NBA 2K20. 63 badges. But before we get into this, man, I just want to say I already made the most badges for the point guard build, the most badges for the small forward build, and the most badges for the center build. And today we are doing the shooting guard. If you haven't seen those previous 3 videos, make sure you guys do check them out. I do have a playlist on my channel, so you can check those out. But without further ado, we gonna get straight into the build, man. Now, like I said, it's a shooting guard, so make sure you make it a shooting guard, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. And moving on to skill breakdown of this build, man. Like I said, it's gonna be the most badges you can get on any shooting guard build. So there's only one pie chart you can pick to make this build. It's going to be the playmaking and finishing pie chart. It's pretty similar to the point guard, but just the shooting guard. You're going to have great finishing, great shooting, great playmaking, and pretty decent defense. Make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Now, moving on to physical profile with this build, man. Keep in mind, this build's going to be able to get contact dunks. So you're going to want to have a pie chart that has high vertical. I would either pick the all agility or the agility and vertical. I personally recommend you pick this pie chart though, because look at the speed. 89 speed compared to a 93 speed, only a 4-point difference. But look at the vertical, 80 vertical compared to a 94 vertical. That's a 14-point difference. In my opinion, that is huge. The speed, only a 4-point difference, not too big. But the vertical, 14-point difference, that's too big. I recommend you pick this pie chart. Now, moving on to attributes, man, make sure you guys do it just like this, so you get them 63 badges. You are going to max out your close shot. You also are going to max out your driving layup. Also max out your driving dunk to a 90. And your standing dunk, you're going to max this out as well to a 59. And your post hook, you're going to put this to a 74, just like that, so you get 24 finishing badges. Now, moving on to shooting, you're going to max out your mid-range shot. Your 3-point shot, you also max this out to a 64. Your free throw, you're going to put this to an 82, which is going to be 1 point off of the max, just like that. And your post fade, you're going to max this out to an 82, so you get 13 shooting badges. Now, moving on to playmaking, you're going to put your pass accuracy to an 83, just like that. Ball handling, you are going to max this out. And your post moves, you are going to max this out as well. Now, moving on to the defense, you're going to max out your perimeter defense, also max out your lateral quickness, and your steal, you're going to put this to a 64, just like that. And you guys can see, here's the build. You got 24 finishing, 13 shooting, 25 playmaking, and 1 defensive and rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 63 badges for the shooting guard build. Like I said, this is the maximum badges you can get on any shooting guard build. It's very nice. You have great finishing, great shooting, and good playmaking. Now, let me just address the one downside of this build. If you've watched this series, you guys know all the builds have really good offensive capabilities, but when it comes to defense, that's where they lack. If you guys watched my 62 badge center build from yesterday, you guys noticed it only had 1 defensive badge, but it's harder to get away with less upgrades on defensive when it comes to center, because you need more stuff. You need rebounding, interior defense, block, and stuff like that. But with the guard, you can get away with that. The reason why I'm saying this is because look at your defense. Even though you only have 1 defensive badge, your perimeter defense is max, your lateral quickness is max, and your steal is pretty high. Even though you only have 1 defensive badge, you still got max perimeter defense, and you still got lateral quickness max, which means you're still going to be able to play some pretty good defense with this build. Nonetheless, 1 defensive badge. So I just want to get that out the way. Now we're going to get straight into this other stuff, man. Now, body shape does not matter. Like I said in every single one of my videos, however you want your player to look will determine what you pick. It doesn't matter whatsoever. It doesn't affect anything. You can pick built, burly, whatever. I'm going to just pick defined, but if you want something else, go ahead. Now, moving on to the height with this build. Now, I know some people are saying it's a shooting guard, you have to make the build 6'7", because if you don't make the build 6'7", some people see that you're better off making the build a point guard and making it 6'6" or 6'5". If you're one of those people, make the build 6'7". I think personally the best height is going to be 6'5". You're not taking a hit anywhere. You can speed boost off rip. You have a 90 driving dunk. Your speed's really high. I recommend you make the build 6'5", but if you want to make the 6'7", because it's a shooting guard, go ahead, but I recommend you make the build 6'5". Now, moving on to the weight of this build, you don't need weight, so I recommend you lower it all the way down to 175 pounds to get some better lateral quickness, better acceleration, some better vertical. Now, moving on to the wingspan with this build, I recommend you lower it all the way down so you get some better shooting and some better ball handling. You guys can see you have a 76 mid-range, 66 3-pointer, 91 ball handling. You're going to be able to speed with that ball handling off rip as soon as you max it out or put it to an 86 at least. It's going to be very nice. And I know some people are saying, I don't want tiny T-Rex arms on my 6'5" player. If you're one of those people, put your wingspan to 81.6 in the middle because you're not losing anything. You're not gaining anything either. you're gonna have better defense with this wingspan, and plus you'll still be able to speed boost off rip with this wingspan. So if you don't want tiny T-Rex arms, I recommend you put your wingspan to this. But personally, if you don't care about that, I would lower it all the way down so you get better shooting and some better ball handling. Now moving on to takeovers with this build, man, it's either slasher, playmaker, or shot creator. Personally, I would pick slasher. Keep in mind, you have a 90 driving dunk with Hall of Fame finishing badges. When you get slasher takeover, man, it's going to be hard to stop you when you're dunking on everybody. I personally recommend you pick this takeover. If you want a takeover that helps you shoot better, shot creator is not a bad option. Or if you want playmaker, personally, I would pick slasher. But if you want any of these other two options, go ahead. But I recommend you pick slasher. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a slashing playmaker similar to Jerry Stackhouse, James Harden, and Zach LaVine. Very nice build. 63 badges. Like I said, this is the most badges you can get on any shooting guard build in NBA 2K20. With that out the way, man. But now we're going to get straight into the best badges for this build, man. If you guys still watching this video, man, make sure you guys do hit the like button, subscribe, pull up sub count real quick. You guys can see 15,400 subs. We're 600 subs away from 16K subs. You're watching this video right now. You like what you see. Do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. But now we're going to get straight into the best badges for this build. Put us to 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off. Give me a minute. Now you guys see 24 finishing badges. It's going to be 6 Hall of Fame. You have 90 driving dunk. You're going to be able to get every single contact dunk besides big man contact dunks because you're only shooting guard, obviously. So keep that in mind. I would recommend Hall of Fame contact finishers so you can get contact dunks. Now you are only 6'5". You do want to throw on Giant Slayer because this badge is activated when you go up against anybody that's 6'10" or taller. So you definitely want that badge Hall of Fame. I also recommend Hall of Fame Slithery finisher. I'm also going to do Hall of Fame fancy footwork. Now you got 2 Hall of Fame badges left. If you're one of those people that's catching alley-oops with your shooting guard, Lob City Finish is going to be a very nice badge for you. I'm personally going to recommend you throw this badge on. It's going to make it even harder for people to guard, especially when you got Slasher Takeover. People are not going to expect your center to throw alley-oops to you. It's going to be very nice. Now you got 1 Hall of Fame badge left. There's a couple of different badges you can go with this. Either Acrobat, Consistent Finisher, Pro Touch, or Relentless Finisher. I think personally, I'm going to go Relentless Finisher. But like I said in every single one of my videos, if you want any type of other badge, there's 24 upgrades. Go ahead and change it up. Do whatever you want to do. Now moving on to shooting badges, man, you got 13 shooting badges. The badge you need off rip. Gold Quick Draw. You don't have this badge on, you're not going to be able to shoot. It's really that simple. Range Extender, you also want this badge on gold so you can shoot a lot deeper. I also recommend Gold Hot Zone Hunter. You have all your Hot Zones badges help you shoot 10 times better. Now you got 4 upgrades left. I think you got to have Green Machine and difficult shots on. Maybe Deadeye. But I think I'm going to do Silver Green Machine and Silver Difficult Shots. Difficult Shots to help you fade better, and Green Machines to help you shoot way more greens. Now, if you want Deadeye, Catch and Shoot, like I said in every single one of my videos, you want some other badges, go ahead and change it up. But this is what I recommend you do personally. Now, moving on to playmaking badges, man. 25 playmaking badges. That's a lot of playmaking badges. I recommend Hall of Fame Handles for Days, Quick First Step, Space Creator. I'm going to recommend Silver Unpluckable and Hall of Fame Tie Handles. Now, you got 7 upgrades left. That's still a lot of badges. It depends what badge you want. You want Dimer, Floor General, Lob City, Flashy, Needle Thread, or Bailout. Go ahead and do that. I think personally, I'm going to do a Hall of Fame Dimer. Now you got 3 upgrades left. The badge I feel like you got to have is Gold Bailout. This is a very nice badge. You want to pass it of a dunk, a layup, a jump shot, anything. This badge will help you do that. So I recommend you throw that badge on gold. I think these are going to be the best playmaking badges. But if you want Floor General, Lob City Passer, Flashy Passer, Needle Thread, any of those other badges, go ahead and do that. But that's what I recommend you do personally. Now moving on to defensive badges, here is where the build lacks. Only 1 defensive badge. Now like I said, keep in mind you do have max perimeter defense and you also have max lateral quickness. So despite only have 1 defensive badge, you still will be able to play pretty good defense with this build. Now then again, you only do have 1 defensive badge. You got to have on bronze clamps. Even though you only have 1 defensive badge, this badge is to help improve your perimeter defense just a little bit better. You got those badge on. Don't even think about throwing any other badge on. You got to have clamps. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best 63 badge shooting guard build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do hit that like button, subscribe. Like I said, man, we're 600 subs away from 16K subs. You watch this video right now, you like what you see, do hit that subscribe button, man, turn on notifications. And also, let me just inform you guys real quick. I'm going to have some time tomorrow to make a top 3 best build video. It's either going to be shooting guards or power forwards because those are the ones I still have to do. So just keep that in mind. I will be dropping a top 3 best build video tomorrow. So make sure you guys subscribe or turn on notifications so you don't miss those videos. But that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.